Let's get one thing straight. This video isn't about rejecting love, hating men, or declaring yourself permanently single. It's about something so much more powerful. Recognizing that your happiness, your fulfillment, and your self-worth are not dependent on someone else. I'm Zain, founder of the Love Connection blog and relationship expert. And today I want to shine a light on 8 unique strengths I've seen in women who've learned how to thrive entirely on their own terms. These are the women who have figured out that their joy comes from within, not from being in a relationship. Whether you're single by choice, healing from heartbreak, or simply tired of relying on others to feel complete, this message is for you. One unshakable self-confidence. There is something magnetic about a woman who knows her worth, who walks into a room not to be validated, but to express her presence. Women who need a man to be happy have built their confidence from the inside out. It doesn't come from compliments, attention, or titles. It comes from self-awareness, from embracing their strengths and acknowledging their flaws without shame. This isn't arrogance, it's authenticity. And here's the best part. Their self-confidence is contagious. It empowers others to stand taller, speak louder, and live bolder. When your confidence isn't dependent on someone else's opinion, you become unstoppable. 2. Fierce independence women who found happiness on their own terms. Wait for someone to show them the way. They create their own path. This kind of independence isn't just about doing things alone. It's about owning your life. It's about being responsible for your choices and taking control of your direction. These women don't rely on anyone to rescue them or fix their problems. They've learned that the only hero they truly need is themselves, and that kind of independence. It's both freeing and powerful. It means knowing that, while love is beautiful, your survival and success are not dependent on it. 3. Ability to cultivate healthy relationships. One of the most overlooked strengths of self-sufficient women is how well they manage their relationships. Not by being distant, but by being whole. They don't lose themselves in love. They don't compromise their identity for the sake of keeping someone around. Instead, they create connections built on mutual respect, space, and support. Because when you don't need someone, you're better able to choose the right people. These women understand that a relationship should complement your life, not consume it. Love, for them, is a partnership, not a lifeline. It's healthy, balanced, and deeply fulfilling. 4. Embracing solitude. Society often tells women that being alone means being incomplete. But that's a lie. Women who are genuinely happy on their own know how to enjoy their own company. They've transformed solitude into a sacred space for reflection, creativity, and growth. They take themselves out to dinner, go on solo trips, enjoy quiet mornings without guilt or shame. Being alone isn't lonely, it's empowering. When you can sit with yourself in silence and feel peace instead of panic, you know you've tapped into something profound. And once you've experienced the joy of solitude, you'll never chase company just to fill a void. 5. Resilience in the face of adversity. These women have been through pain, heartbreak, disappointment, failure, but instead of falling apart, they rise. And not just once, every single time. They've built a kind of emotional muscle that allows them to take life's punches and keep going. Resilience doesn't mean they don't feel hurt. It means they choose not to stay broken. They cry, they grieve, they learn, and then they keep moving forward. They've stopped waiting for someone to save them. Instead, they save themselves. That's real strength. That's power earned, not given. 6. Radical self-awareness. Women who don't need a man to be happy aren't in denial about who they are. They see their patterns, their triggers, their flaws, and they don't run from them. Instead, they work on them. They take accountability, own their mistakes, and aren't afraid to do the deep, sometimes uncomfortable work of healing and growth. And here's what makes this strength so rare. They try to be perfect. They aim to be honest. They know that growth isn't about pretending you have it all together. It's about knowing exactly where you need to evolve. 7. Unapologetic authenticity. In a world that's constantly telling women to be quieter, softer, smaller, these women refuse to shrink. They know who they are, and they don't water themselves down for anyone. Whether they're loud or introverted, bold or gentle, glamorous or minimalist, they live on their own terms. They're not here to impress, they're here to express. And that authenticity, it's magnetic. It attracts the right people, opportunities, and experiences because it comes from truth. These women don't wear masks. They wear their souls. 8. Prioritizing self-care. Women who are fulfilled on their own make their well-being a priority, not a luxury. They eat well, move their bodies, protect their peace, and say no when they need to. They daren't feel guilty about putting themselves first because they know you can pour from an empty cup. They understand that caring for their physical, mental, and emotional health isn't selfish. It's essential. Whether it's journaling, therapy, rest, or saying no to toxic energy, they do what it takes to stay whole because they're not trying to prove anything. They're just taking care of what matters most themselves. So, here's the bottom line. Your happiness doesn't come from a relationship status. It comes from you. From the choices you make, the boundaries you set, the love you give yourself, and the life you build with your own 2 hands. If you recognize any of these strengths in yourself, celebrate them. If you're still working on them, that's okay too. Growth isn't linear. It's brave, messy, and beautiful. And if you want more guidance on how to stay empowered in love, because the strongest relationships are built when 2 whole people come together, not when one person is looking to be completed. You've got this, ladies. Your power was never in needing someone else. It's always been in discovering you were enough all along. Like and subscribe STR TV for more insightful videos. Thank you so much for joining us.